welcome back to my channel. Thank you for stopping by. I thought today, because it's fall and I'm feeling very fall-like, I would do a quick eyeshadow palette collection with some of my favorite eyeshadow palettes that I own for fall. So a lot of browns, oranges, you know, that sort of color scheme. So yeah, let's investigate some of my collection. I don't know why I said investigate. Let's dive into. Let's just look and see what I got, because I have a lot. So my two definitely made for the fall season palettes that I have are the Too Faced Pumpkin Spice palette, which I like very much, and then the ColourPop Gather Round Sisters palette, which I love this palette. I love the colors, I love the color story, I love the pigment. So let's look at these two first. All right, so for the pumpkin spice, it's got a very nice smell, and this is the color story. It's got some really pretty greens, some really nice oranges and purples, but it can also be a very neutral palette as well. So it's not just for the fall season, but I tend to reach for it more in the fall. So like this glitter right here is so pigmented, and then let's do this orange as well. So that is those two colors, which are beautiful. And then the Gather Round Sisters, I keep it in the packaging. I don't keep a lot of them in the original box, but the outer packaging and the inner packaging are different. And I enjoy them both, so I like to keep it. So this is the Gather Round Sisters palette, and it's just got some gorgeous purples and greens and a really nice pop of orange. So I'm going to do this pretty purple and this dark matte purple. So like really pretty pigments, really the colors that I really enjoy wearing on a day-to-day basis. I put on a gray sweater, which is why I'm wearing purple eyeshadow, and then I changed to this festive one, and I probably would have worn a more brown orangey color if I knew I was changing my outfit. Another favorite, do I have the other one here? Yes. Another favorite are the nude, is the Nude Rich and the Nude Medium. I have the Nude Light as well, but that is more, I think, for spring and summer. So the Nude Rich looks like that, and it's just really deep, dark, rich purple brown shades. And then the Nude Medium also has some really pretty purpley neutral colors, and then a hint of green shimmer. Okay, next I've got two what I think are nice fall Natasha Denona palettes. The Coral palette, which is the top one, and then the Peak palette, which I believe was exclusive to BoxyCharm. This one was my first Natasha Denona palette ever, and I got so excited when I received it. And this one, I believe I got in a BoxyCharm pop-up sale for only, I think, $12 or $8. And they just have some really lovely orangey coral pink tones, which I think are perfect for fall. Like this one is a really nice neutral fall palette. And then this one's got a little bit more oomph, like with the shimmers. So from the Coral palette, I'm going to swatch these two orangey reds. And then from this Peak palette, I'm going to do this more neutral pink, and then this orange. So that is what they look like on my hand. And again, the formula is really good on both of these. Really nicely pigmented, especially the shimmers. I always love shimmers in every palette I own. I don't have a lot of just matte shadows. Staying with Natasha Denona, one of my pride and joys, the bronze palette. I got this one last year for my birthday, and it is one of my favorite palettes of all time for all year. I wore this one 2 days ago, I believe, and it is just so beautiful. The pigment is so phenomenal, and it's just a really nice neutral palette, and it's got some great colors for fall. So I will do this palladium color and this gloaming. And then for the matte, magma. So that is those colors. And that is them swatched on the skin. It's just beautiful. I love this palette so much. My husband got it for me for my birthday, like I said, with the help of my sister, of course. Next, I believe I got this one in a glossy box a few years ago. It is Style London Hypnotic Eyes. And before I had a large collection like I do now, this was one of my favorite palettes because it's nice and it's neutral and it's actually really nicely pigmented. So I'll do this shade and this shimmer. And here and here. Like, look at that. That pigment is really good quality. And I really like the color story on this little baby. And this one I got in a boxy charm as well. It's from Beauty Bakery. Proof is in the Puddin'. I don't really reach for this one very often, but I do love the colors in this palette. Like, they're just really nice and soft and nice and warm and neutral. Do I have a clean finger? So I'll do warm cocoa and almond jelly. So again, it's very nicely pigmented as well. Like, look at that shimmer. So that is from Beauty Bakery. My camera won't see that a lot of these palettes are quite similar, and I do think I need to do a declutter. So I might end up decluttering some of these, which have very similar color stories, but not yet. So from Tarte, we have the Tartelette Toasted palette. And just a very nice, more orange toned neutral palette. I don't really reach for this one, but it is very pretty. And it smells really good. So we're going to do this color here. And then how about this darker brown? So very nicely pigmented, of course. And like, look at that. Like, you cannot complain about that pigment at all. Like the matte, dark mattes, a lot of times, they don't swatch the greatest, but that one is absolutely beautiful. And then let's do a Makeup Revolution, one of their chocolate bars. So I got this in a vault. This is actually one of the first things. No, this is the first thing I ever did on my Instagram channel, I think. That was back when I had to psych myself up for like 8 days to make a video because I was so self-conscious and embarrassed, but I still am, but it's a lot easier nowadays. So this is the S'mores palette, and this one's just a very nice brown neutral, which I think would be perfect for fall. Let's just stick with the darker and then the lighter, the darker matte and then the lighter shimmer. So that's these two, and we'll swatch them next just to the Tarte. And there they are there. So not as pigmented, but still very beautiful. It smells really good. But I imagine this might be one that I would declutter at some point. And I do have another chocolate bar here, so we might as well do that. This is the Cranberries and Chocolate. And this one, I think would also be a good Christmas palette because of like the cranberry colors. But also for fall, there's some nice oranges, some nice brown neutrals. Let's use my other hand, shall we? All right, so we will try this dark brown and then this dark shimmer. This one's a little chunky, but the shimmer is really nice. Still a good pigment. It's just a little bit chunky when I put it on my hand. And again, it's not meant to go on your hand. So, okay, so for fall, again, I think I've got two Juvia's Place palettes that I think are good for fall. I've got the Warrior 2 and the Afrique. So the Warrior 2 is one of my only matte palettes, but like you can see, it's got some great colors for fall. I really like this color. What's it called? Shawada, I think. It's very deep. So let's swatch this orange and then this really, like, look how black that is. So pigment is amazing. Like, that would be perfect Halloween colors. And then it's the Afrique, also from Juvia's Place. I don't think I've ever even used this one, but it's got some really nice tones for fall. Like, look at that orange. So let's swatch this one, and then this, let's do the yellow. Let's do the yellow. So all those together. So there's this palette's orange and then the yellow. So the yellow is really nicely pigmented because that is a hard color to show up on the skin. So those are 3 swatches from 2 different Juvia's Place palettes, and the quality is outstanding on both of these, and they are not terribly expensive. So if you're looking for a less expensive option, I really enjoy the formula of Juvia's Place. All right, what should we do next? Let's do some more ColourPop. So for fall, I believe these are my 3 most fall palettes. So I have Orange You Glad, Baby Got Peach, which is new to my collection, and Big Poppy, which is very new to my collection. I just got this in the mail this past week. So let's start with Orange You Glad. This one is gorgeous. It's got some beautiful orange tones, and the pigment is phenomenal, as it is in most ColourPop. Let's do it with this hand. So I'm going to try this glazed color. No, it's called Rise and Grind. I'm reading it upside down and it looks like glazed. And then Sun Kissed. So that is those two. It kind of looks like macaron, like craft dinner colors. So that's Orange You Glad. And then Baby Got Peach. It's brand new. I haven't even had a chance to try it yet. But again, very nice orange palette for fall. So let's try this color here. And then maybe let's try, it's called Hungry Ghost, and it's a pressed glitter, which I don't often wear pressed glitters. Oh, that color's so pretty. Oh my gosh. So there's the glitter, and then this is like, I can't even get it in light. It's like a duochrome, but you can't it's like gold and peach. Can't do it justice, but it's really pretty. And that glitter, it makes quite the impact. And then I have Big Poppy, and it is so new that it is still in the box. So the packaging looks the same on the inside. And this is just one of the cardboard palettes, and it is all matte. So it's another new all matte palette to my collection. I brought out of fingers on this hand, so let's swatch this really nice dark brown and then this really nice like burnt orange. So that is those two. So these two shades are actually almost the exact same with that one. So I do have a lot of duplicate colors in my collection, and that is why I would like to do a declutter at some point and give some away to people who would really enjoy them. I'm going to have a little beverage break. It's not champagne or wine today. It's Fruly, which is a delightful strawberry beer. More of a summer beer, but I saw it today. I'm like, oh, that looks tasty. Next up, let's do Ace Beauté. This is the Classical Paradise palette. And it's got some beautiful yellows and oranges for fall. This green and this orange, this yellow are gorgeous. So we will swatch the yellow and the orange, and then this really pretty glittery yellow as well. My hands are so sparkly right now. So these are a little, there's a little bit of kickback, but the color is very pigmented. So you could make a really nice look for fall with this palette for sure. And then another, no, I've got two from that brand. So let's do Dominique Cosmetics Celestial Thunder. This was in a BoxyCharm. And I chose this basically because of these three colors, which I think would be perfect for fall. So Fireball, Storm Dust, and Lunar Eclipse. They're very soft feeling on the skin for these ones. And again, very good pigment. Oh, there's a motorcycle going by. That's fun. What's next? The Morphe James Charles palette. This monster, this huge palette. This was a birthday or Christmas gift from my sister and her family. And basically this palette is for any season because it has every color in the rainbow. So like this quadrant here, I think would be perfect for fall. Somebody just fell upstairs. And I love this palette because you can literally create any look and it's got every single color that you could ever need. Let's swatch it with this hand. Which color should we do? Let's do this really nice burnt orange. This bright yellow, just to see how it compares to the Juvia's Place, and this purple. So again, excellent color payoff with those. Because yeah, it must be really hard to make a formula that makes yellow appear so yellow on the skin. So this is a gorgeous palette. I would recommend this, especially if you love colorful palettes, because it is affordable and it has literally everything you need. Okay, so we are down to the last three palettes in my collection that I think are good for fall. First up from Violet Voss, it's the Violet Voss Pro Hashtag palette. This was also from a BoxyCharm, as a lot of my palettes are, because that's how I started my collection. As you can see, perfect tones for fall, gold and yellows, some nice oranges, some nice purples. So let's swatch Goals. Let's swatch Lady Boss. And let's just do these two. My hand is so glittery and shimmery right now. So those are some really nice pigmented colors as well. And then also from Violet Voss and also from BoxyCharm, I have the Essentials palette. And you can see why I thought this would also be perfect for fall with these lovely orange, burnt orange, brown tones. So for this one, let's swatch Terracotta and then this really pretty emerald color, which is a lovely green shimmer. Very pretty. The shimmer is definitely more pigmented than that matte. And that is does have a little kickback, but you could definitely build that color up. And then last but not least, in my fall collection video is the Sweet Peach palette by Too Faced. So this is just a really pretty palette. It's got a lot of nice neutral brown tones and a couple pops of orange and purple and green, which I think is perfect for fall. I don't really use this palette very often. It smells delicious. I haven't owned this very long. I like to watch a lot of makeup collection videos, and everybody has this palette, but mostly they've been collecting for a long time and their palettes are a little older, but this one is pretty much brand new. So I'm going to do this shimmery green and then this charmed, I'm sure, a brown color. And then that is those two swatched on my hand. It could be better pigmented. I mean, it does feel a little bit dry. but I do like this palette a lot. Just I love the tin packaging on these palettes. Okay, so as I clean my hand off, that is my as of fall 2021 eyeshadow palette collection. I really like all of these palettes. I don't know why. I just love looking at my palettes, going into my makeup room and just looking at them. Sorry, I'm just cleaning my hands. And like, they're so beautiful. They're so beautiful. And I love using a different palette every day just to create new looks, although most of my looks always look the same, and that's fine for me. Yeah. So thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. If you wouldn't mind liking this video, you can click like down below. You can click here to go to my channel and subscribe. And then there's more videos here and here for your viewing pleasure. And I hope you all have a great day. Thanks for watching.